I always like to challenge myself, and if I have the opportunity, I think it's the big thing, sign a deal with Bellator. It's something I can be able to do boxing fight, I can do WWE, pro wrestling, anything, and it's got with me, behind me. And this is gonna help promote Bellator too. This is the good thing. If I love challenge, if this opportunity show up for me, for sure, I mean. I think you every fight you learn something, every camp you learn something. I learn a lot in cut weight, make weight. You train smart too. I think every fight you learn something from your opponents, from your team behind you, and I think one thing I learned is make my weight easier. Be smart my trains. I think when you're young, I train still train a lot. I have to cut a lot of things I do, but have to pay people tell me, Chris, you need rest today. You need rest today, and because it's something I have to change me. But I think I learn more technical. I have to improve myself every time. If I don't have this, I have to stop fighting. I don't think I know everything. I think every time I step in the gym, I have something to learn, and I have to be humble for learn. And not a lot of people know this, but I think you have to do. Even if you champ a long time, I was champ a long time. I was always training like I was not a champion. I was always for the challenge.
Casey Leydon of MMA Fighting with the newlywed Raymond Daniels, Ava Knight, Aaron Pico's Juan Archuleta, who Adam Borch, Darian Caldwell, with Sergio Pettis, Julia Budd, who will be facing the challenger Cris Cyborg in just a couple of days at the Forum in Inglewood, California. Yeah, I mean, it's not too many fighters choose to leave the UFC off a win. Was this a of course it's a big decision, but were you kind of surprised that at the end of the day you go, you know what, this is the better deal?
Yeah, I was surprised. Being as young, in the UFC, and then growing up, I'm like, I ain't leaving the UFC. This is my home. But the older I got, the more I realized, you know what, that doesn't matter. I'm gonna go wherever I go. And Bellator was the option. Everything played out for me. Great offers. So I'm here to show out, have some fun.
Now, honestly, I don't know very much about your opponent, but looking at his record, they didn't give you an easy fight for your first fight over here. What do you know about Alfred?
Alfred, he's 11-4, 11 knockouts. He's fought some tough names already. He's a tough guy, man. He likes to bring it. He likes to come in, get the job done. A lot of his wins are first rounds, so he's gonna bring it and try to knock me out, try to touch up my face, and I'm excited to go out there and perform and react to what he's got.
For me, I think Jason King is an excellent MMA fighter. I think he's well versed all around. I don't think he's had too many of his fights leave out of the first round. I know he's got submission wins, he's got TKO wins, but I think he's the next evolution that I need, a type of fighter that I need to face. He's similar, have more fights to the person that fought previously, and I probably could have fought somebody or tried to choose select someone with a lower record, but as you know, I'm older in the game. I don't have a whole lot of time to spend walking down the yellow brick road. I need to get to see the wizard, and the wizard is Douglas Lima.
I really don't know much either. I try not to I don't watch tape. I let my coach.
Is this for boxing and MMA? You just, okay.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really I only watch fighting sports when other people have it on.
Okay.
And that goes with boxing too, unless it's a big fight. But I just don't like watching it. I want to make sure that everything that I'm doing for myself is making sure that I'm the best me. And whatever my opponent has for me, she should be better at MMA than me. She should be better at jiu-jitsu than me, and wrestling, and all these things. And I already know that. So what am I going to do? I'm going to make sure I train for people who are better than me, and that's what I do.
Aaron, I've been watching a few of your previous interviews. You're a nice guy, but man, you seem fired up today. Am I?
No, just like some of the questions, I'm just speaking the truth, you know what I mean? I'm not really like, if you ask me a certain question, I'm just gonna basically tell you how, like, what I feel, you know what I mean? Like, I think one of the questions is like, oh, do you have a chin? It's like, fuck, I mean, if you took a flying knee to the chin straight on, you'd probably get fucking hurt, you know what I mean? Or if you took an overhand right straight on the chin, you'd probably go down. You're gonna say like some of these fighters that have been knocked out don't have chin. You're gonna say that like Nate Diaz doesn't have a chin. He was head kicked, and knocked out. Like some of the questions, people ask is kind of dumb, but or they try to get a reaction out of you. But I'm just gonna tell you the truth of what I feel. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. I'm a nice guy, but a stupid question is a stupid question.
Yeah. Are you at this point just like fuck the haters right now? Because you came in with such high, like dude, this guy's the next John Jones, this guy's the next everything. And obviously there were issues coming out of the gate. I mean, that's a very unique position. Did you see yourself ever being in this position?
No, I never saw myself on a 2-fight losing streak. No, and it's not even like, I don't even think like it's like fuck the haters. I don't ever say like, yeah, of course when I look at a bad comment, I'm like, oh, fuck this guy. Like, yeah, honestly, but for me, I have to really say that I have like a lot of positive people that reach out to me and show me nothing but love. I really do. Like, I have a lot of people that say, you'll be back. So I don't really have like too many people that really like talk shit to me on Instagram or send me bad messages. And that's why I can honestly say, like, I have very, very like loyal, I don't even like to say fans, I just have loyal people that want to follow my career, and I really, really like them. Of course, we always have haters, but haters are good too. You know, you need haters too, so that and it keeps you sharp. So yeah, you know. But if they ask me about like what some of the people say, is like, yeah, I'm only human. It's not gonna be like, sometimes not gonna be nice, you know, what I say.
We all have a game plan until you get hit by Henry, and then you're like, oh shit, here we go. We got to figure out a different way to win.
Yeah, actually, let's talk a little bit about Henry. What makes him so unique and dangerous, rather?
The guy's like a zombie, man. You put him away, you think you put him away, and he wakes up out of the dead, you know? You're like, oh, shit. And so he comes back, and he still hits as hard as he would have in the first minute, you know? So that's what makes him a dangerous fighter, is he's known to take one shot to give 3 of his best, and he's going to land them, and he's going to look to land them as hard as he can, and that's what makes him a dangerous fighter.
Did you need this fight, you feel like, for a legacy? Or, I mean, as a professional athlete, maybe it's just like, she's just an opponent, but like, maybe like, I don't know, am I you know what I'm saying? Like, do you need this fight to establish you as like, not just a great featherweight, but like an all-time great?
I think so. Again, people will say what they want to say, and whether I make it in their cool books or not, oh well. You know, but at the end of the day, to me, this is so important for my career.
Look for Saturday to be a short night for Adam.
Interesting. Now, what threats do what makes Adam so dangerous? Like, why are people avoiding him?
He's a mystery, you know? And every time you see him, he's doing something like a flying knee, or he's choking somebody out, and he's not even a wrestler. You know, it's like people are afraid of what they don't know, you know? But I'm the guy that jumps into the fire. I'm the guy that leads the way, and I'm going to show these guys how to do it.
Tomorrow night, live on DAZN, the main event, 5 rounds or less. For Bellator Gold, the champ Bud, the challenger Cyborg.
To be honest with you, I was feeling really good. This whole fight week, I felt good. My training has gone so well over there in Albuquerque. I just felt relaxed. I really did. I was like, I've done everything I possibly can to prepare myself. And this is the first fight that I've really like taken time to really study MMA with the coaches. Like, I really got to just 7 months of just working every single day on becoming a better martial artist. And when you do everything right, and fight week is good. So in the back, I mean, of course, I'm always a little nervous, but I wasn't like scared. Like, man, what if he does this? I did every position possible with all the coaches, so I knew that if the worst thing was to happen, I know how to get out of it. But it was a great team effort tonight. Honestly, it was really, really, really good for us and good for me and my family. And fuck, I have nothing but good things to say. I'm happy right now.
The knockout came really early in the second round. I wonder, I mean, was this anything that you guys talked about on the stool, or any adjustments that you made that led to that, or anything you saw in the first round?
Coach Greg just said when I get the takedown, just stay in his guard rather than pass, because there's a certain protocol that we have to strike. But since he was doing a good job of disengaging and using his up kicks, Coach Greg wanted me to stay in his guard and just throw elbows. But that was pretty much it. And just go out there and relax. He said he's going to come out probably to try to change the momentum of the fight, because obviously I was winning. So he said he's going to come out. So he said we have some code words that we use. I'm not going to say them, that he said to use. And, yeah, the knockout came.
Nice. very dominant performance by yourself this evening. What did you think overall of how things went in there?
I mean, things went great. My coaches were happy with me. I have different visions of different things that I want to do. You guys saw a little glimpse of it in my last fight with the 720. With this one, I had some different things that I wanted to perform, so I didn't necessarily get the finish that I wanted. I don't mind finishing with the ground and pound. I just don't think it's as elegant. It's not as sophisticated. I'm not able to finish it with my pinky up or something, so to speak. But I like to have big finishes, things that'll be heard kind of like around the world. So I wasn't able to get that finish, but I did get the finish. But I was excited about it because I was at least able to show different elements of my game. Happy.
What do you think about your performance? I know it was pretty quick afterwards.
Yeah, I just saw a little bit of the highlight, and I'm like, fuck, I got a highlight finally. It's been a while. My first finish in 12 fights, so it's definitely humbling.
Were you a little bit hurt when you threw his?
Oh yeah, when he threw that right hand, I got hit, but my legs were strong, and I just threw some back and fucking worked. Crazy.
What do you think as you move forward? Do you want more fights like that, or would you like to not have to go through?
Nah, man, those fights are fun. I prefer those fights. I think that brings out the better me. When someone's trying to hurt me and trying to knock me out, makes me just fucking, I don't know. Something just came out of me tonight. It was different.
What was the feel going in tonight? I was like, new home, promotion.
Man, honestly, it was stressful. I was trying to keep it cool the whole time. I was stressed the hell out, fucking nervous, very nervous. Whole new setting. Even the whole walkout's different. I'm usually having my corner in the back talking me up. They left and they were in the cage, and I'm like, damn, I'm by myself right now. Like, this is so different, But it's fun, man. It was a cool night.
Nice.
Very happy.
I know it's still fresh, but give you an idea. I mean, what do you want to do from here? I mean, you want to book again quickly?
My foot's a little hurt. I kicked his kick at the same time, so my foot's a little tender. We'll see how I feel in 2 days, but face looks good, body feels good other than that, so I'm ready to fight again if they want me to fight.
Yeah, I got to give props to my opponent. He's a tough son of a gun, and he's really crafty, much more deceiving than I anticipated. But he's a dual black belt, like I said. He's got a karate black belt and a jiu-jitsu black belt. So props to him. He brought me to the third round. I didn't expect that.
Were there moments there where you got kind of mentally tested, where you had to dig deep and try to turn things in your tie?
I'd like to say I thought about it, but I didn't. Just kind of instincts kicked in there.
And I got to ask about the finish. I mean, it looked like there were multiple submission opportunities there. What exactly was it? I think they called it a triangle, but what was the finish there?
I've been waiting for this moment my whole life. That's called the Aga's arm.
That's the Aga's arm?
That's my patented move. I learned that from my jiu-jitsu professor a long time ago and just kind of made it my own. You've seen that finish in Polaris like 3 or 4 times. I actually, funny enough, just shared it on my Facebook 3 days ago.
Did you really?
Yeah. So it was cool to finally get that. It's a bait move. So you go for the arm bar and you trick him into falling into the triangle, and he fell right for it. It's not really your traditional triangle. It's a little bit of a variation. So.
But ultimately,
I was stoked on that one.
Not like pressure on the arm, or.
Yeah, no, he's choked. He's choked out.
Well, that was the thing taking this fight with Henry, was being the alternate, securing my alternate spot for the tournament. I knew that the winner out of this one, I mean, me and him could have fought Pitbull either or, vice versa. So, that was first and foremost, making sure I secured my alternate spot in the featherweight Grand Prix. And then now going forward, it's all comers are welcome,
I think exactly what you guys think. He's good. He's 14 or 15-0 for a reason. But like I said, I'm the guy that beat him. I'm the guy that beat Pitbull, and I'm going to be a champion at featherweight in 2020. You can't use this win to fight AJ McKee. I can't use the win against Henry Corrales to come in and beat Adam Borg. I just take it day by day and do what I do, and that's beat fools up, honestly. Yeah, I've been an underdog pretty much my whole life, whether on the football field, going to nationals, wrestling an undefeated guy, coming in tonight against a 14-0 guy. I've always played the underroad dog, and I thrived there, where when people think they're gonna let me slip under the cracks, I'm the guy that's gonna step up and make everything happen. So, me and AJ, none. I mean, look, I know AJ. He knows me well, and so it's just normal. It's just like going down the street, somebody want to fight me, somebody that I know want to fight, let's get it. Like, you know, so that's pretty much how. I mean, I've been in plenty of fights like that, and there's no difference.
Do you feel like you warrant an instant rematch? I mean, you did have several defenses. I mean, do you feel like it should run it back?
Oh, I mean, it's up to Bellator what they want to do. But yeah, pretty much. As soon as I got out of there, it was like, you know, so upset and so many things that I did that I could have done better tonight. So.
What was one of those things that you wanted to do better that you feel like?
Forward pressure more. Use my hands more. Use my boxing more. Not rely too much on the kicks. On the ground, wrestling better. You know, it was just little. It was big things, but little things that led to a big thing.
Can you explain then why, if you didn't want to be back on the cage, what did she do that forced you back?
It was just her forward pressure, and she started landing, and then it started pushing me back more, and then my back was against the cage, so it was just, and then I stayed there too long. It's like I just stayed there too long and made some mistakes, and I got to work on them.
Feelings and like flashbacks to the night you lost your title. What was it like?
You know, when I lost that title, I get out the cage. I was no feel sad. I'm speaking real. I feel like something get out my back. And I walk over there, and I did interview. I know all the wall has the right things. And I remember every single part. And then I did the interview. I was not sad. I feel like everything happened reason. If I not lost that belt that day, I was not here now, champion Bellator. And here I'm happy. That I was not happy. I was working. I feel as a slave. And then I was not happy. And here I'm happy. It's something I choose to be.
Cris, do you think what you've done in your career?
I think every fight I'm trying getting better. Like this fight I can show a little bit. Everybody thinks, she don't have a ground. And then, oh no, I think you learn it every time. I think it makes the difference. Even champion long time, I always have it humble to go to the gym and learn it, respect my team. I think be patient. Be patient, you know, take care, don't do mistakes. You know, this fight is special. I want to be back, be champion. But the one thing is do what to do in the gym. If I do it at the gym, I knew I was going to get the victory. You know, and then just be patient.
Thank you, champ.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Thank you, guys.
Cris, you see the back of the jacket?
Yes, like this.
Thanks for your help. See each other.
Nice. Thank you.
See you, champ.